Hello there, I am Richie Stormtrooper. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my little space on the net dedicated to all things Stormtrooper costumes and Stormtrooper armour. In this video we will be taking a closer look at the Stormtrooper costume and Stormtrooper armour on offer from the London online store JEDI Robe. In this video we are taking a closer look at the Stormtrooper costume and the Stormtrooper armour on offer from JediRobe.com. When I was starting out looking for my first set of Stormtrooper armour, my first Stormtrooper costume, this was one purchase I nearly made. Around 9 years ago now, at the time of filming, in 2010, I was looking for my first Stormtrooper costume and I found this store online and very nearly bought this. In the end, it turned out not to be the right purchase for me, and this is my video with my honest, and obviously with the experience I now have, their more informed opinion about their Stormtrooper armour. This video was originally part of a longer video looking at various different makes of armour. You can see the full video here by clicking this link. I just wanted to condense this information down into one shorter video in case you were looking specifically for information on the JEDI Robe costume. Before we do get started though, if you find the video informative and helpful, please do like and subscribe. I will be back with regular videos, tutorials about how to build your own accurate Stormtrooper costume. Right then, we're going to have another look at another online store. This one is based in London. This is JEDI Robe, JediRobe.com Star Wars shop, and they offer also a ready-to-wear Stormtrooper costume armor complete package. I got very close to buying this. Again, as you can see, for the whole thing, you're over £1,000, nearly $1,400, 1,300 euros, whatever your currency. So, you know, it's not going to be cheap. Let's have a look at what you get here. I think the images speak for themselves. I recognize a lot of these parts. These are the shoulder bells. They're very flat, no real shape to them. Compare them to the originals. To my eyes, I've been looking at these for a long time. A very early replica kit was known as FX. These thighs are a good giveaway. Look at the very different shape of the thighs at the top. When you get used to looking at helmets, you'll see that that looks very off. I'm not sure what that is. It seems to be some kind of three-part construction as well, like the dome is separate and this is separate and the face is separate. That should be all one piece. This is a very, very inaccurate, outdated suit of armor. These molds are very old. At one time this would have been kind of state of the art. You can see here the common mistake. So obviously there's a problem with assembly. The problem, not having seen these suits of armor or something very similar, I know from experience that the chest piece and the back piece are very, very large. As from top to bottom, they're very, very tall, very long, and it's almost impossible to assemble these properly where the back and the kidney, as you can see here, that overlaps. These should be completely flush because there is a tight connection here on the originals. Compare the shape of that to the original. It, at first glance, you know, the action shots looks pretty cool. If you've not been looking at Stormtroopers recently, not watched the movie recently, it could look okay, I suppose. Again, here you have weird overlaps. I'll try and find a picture of an FX kit. FX was one of the first attempts at for fans to sculpt their own armor. This is where these pieces come from. Look at those biceps, they're huge, and there's a huge gap there. Just side by side, you can see, even to the untrained eye, there is a lot wrong with this. Let's have a look at YouTube again. I think I've found JEDI Robe. I think this came from JEDI Robe. Yeah, the video matches here. You can see that's quite clearly an FX. That's not even permanently glued. Just to explain, the thighs are permanently glued at the back and permanently glued at the front for an accurate version. This seems to be velcroed, so you can take it all apart. It might be practical, but it really does not look the same. You can see here also this is an overlapping pieces so that you can get velcro in there and take it all apart. This was butt jointed, a separate strip over the top and two ends, flat ends. The problem, plastic handguards. The originals were latex, so far from accurate. There are the huge biceps. Oh, look at that chest. bears absolutely no resemblance to the original chest. This is just so outdated, and it's as you can see from the current website pictures, it's still what they're selling now. And I think if you're going to be dropping $1,400 on something, and you want to look like the real thing, and you're not going to do it with JEDI Robe, I'm afraid. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found the video informative and helpful. If so, please do like and subscribe. This is where I will be posting regular videos about Stormtrooper costumes and regular tutorials about how to build your own accurate Stormtrooper costume.